Let's look at gerund phrases. Gerund with a G, not gerund with a J. A gerund, by definition, is a verbal ending in ing used to name activities. Gerunds act as nouns. A verbal is a verb that also works like another part of speech. Gerunds show action, so they act like verbs, but they also name, so they act like, now here's a key thing, act like nouns by naming activities. To see how gerunds act like nouns, insert any of these gerunds into any of the blanks. Playing chess, learning new things, climbing mountains in distant lands, building sandcastles on the beach, taking a computer apart to investigate its guts, and so on. If you were to take these phrases and stick them in the blanks, they would be nouns. For example, in number 1, playing chess is fun. Here, the gerund phrase playing chess, which I'm going to label by boxing it in dash marks. The gerund phrase playing chess is acting as the subject of the sentence. And no, you're not dismissed from school. It's my bell. Gerunds can act like the subject. Gerunds can also be the direct object, which is a noun. We like playing chess. Gerunds can also be the object of the preposition. Or, in other words, gerunds can be the noun in the prepositional phrase. They talked about playing chess. Gerunds can also be the predicate noun. Or, in other words, the subject complement. A great leisure activity is a linking verb. The subject complement, the predicate noun, is playing chess. Finally, gerunds can also be appositives. Their pastime, comma, playing chess, comma, is enjoyed by many. Gerunds act like nouns. Now, don't get confused with participial phrases and gerund phrases, right? The difference between present participles and gerunds. Let's look at the differences. The difference. Like gerunds, present participles are verbals that also end in ing. But it's easy to tell the difference between them and gerunds. Here's how. Present participles can be removed from the sentence without destroying the sentence. But gerunds cannot be moved or removed without destroying the sentence. In each sample pair that follows, the first contains a present participle and the second contains a gerund. Notice that only the present participles can be removed. In other words, if it's a gerund phrase, you cannot remove that gerund phrase from the sentence or it will be destroyed. 1a. Feeling so much better after the nap, Gunster dressed and went out. Well, if you were to take this verb ing phrase out, the sentence makes sense. Therefore, it's a participial phrase. Let's look at letter 1b. Feeling so much better after the nap relieved Gunster. If you were to remove this verb in phrase, the sentence is destroyed. Therefore, feeling so much better after the nap is a gerund phrase. Ricky, going down the staircase backwards, was very unsteady. If you were to remove the phrase, the sentence makes sense. It's a participial phrase. His mom had warned Ricky about going down the staircase backwards. If you were to remove the gerund, it would read, his mom had warned Ricky about, the sentence is destroyed because you need this object of the preposition, the gerund phrase. So this is a gerund phrase. The damaged plane landed poorly, skidding left and right with sparks flying everywhere. You can remove that and the sentence makes sense. 3b, the captain during touchdown worried about skidding left and right with sparks flying everywhere. Again, if you were to remove this verb ing phrase, it would destroy the sentence. Therefore, it's a gerund phrase. Gerund phrases act like nouns, but they look like participial phrases.